Yo, what is good, my anime people? What is good, yo? My God, E3 happening, and I'm just excited that there's always going to be a couple of games that I'll be able to figure out if I can show them in the background or not, because some games have really bad uh, recording blocks. So, because of that, I might not be able to uh, use all games in the background. But that being said, this week's episode truly blew my mind when it came down to how they're kind of playing out, the overall crisis of what uh, the Lost is and what they're going to be able to do, for the family, or just overall, how does all of this come back to uh, the daughter being capable of doing something in the overall grand scheme of the plot. So I honestly thought that this episode was going to elaborate more on that and like show us more why she's important, but instead we wind up getting some very dark stuff from the researcher side, him pretty much bodying someone from his, I think the last alive person from his universe, and just like outright bodies her if she is still alive, that is. Or I think she becomes like one of those brainless zombies or something. Like, not zombies, but you know what I'm talking about. The people that went in before them, I think they were alive, but they don't remember anything. So they're losing like all their memories and all this stuff just for this experiment. So it's really getting to um, the overall concise point of like what's really going to happen to all these people, who's really in jeopardy. Looking at next week's episode, it's almost as if this is the true, like, you know, plot point that we're going to be ending the show on. Because if from what I saw in the preview, which if you don't want to be spoiled, I suggest. Actually, I'm not gonna really go into it, but for what it's going for, it makes me wonder what could really be the end game for the characters that we have, started to get to know and stuff. So that's all I'll say about that. If there is really an ending for them that's going to be pleasant, or is it going to be some really weird outcome? So I don't know. I'm looking forward to that aspect just as much as what can the final boss, what can the villain of this show really do against these people, Like, he's trying to do something that seemingly isn't working, and somehow some way he's still willing to try to pull it off. So I want to see how this plays out. There's what, two more episodes left, so it kind of just makes me realize that we're that much closer to actually seeing the very end of just certain shows in general. A lot of 12 episode shows are coming to an end very close to one another, and then there's actually a lot of the shows that have been running when 12 episode shows have already ended, and they're coming to their end because they're like 24. They're just like an extra couple episodes. So it sucks to say, but we need a lot of new anime to show up, and hopefully whatever shows have looking, like, well endings to the case where we should be able to see it happen, or we should be able to see a season two. I really hope we get those things looking really nice. We already know a lot of shows with season twos are going to be coming, but this show overall really leaves us with a big cliffhanger of whatever happens from here on out after fixing, this bike that they needed to really get around with, and then the guy not being, he's on the bike, but it's not as good as he would want it to be. Finding out that the the person who practically raised him as his own, uh, when it seemed like he sold him out, it all literally was because he was threatened to practically end everybody's life or, uh, you know, like stop what you're doing, let these kids or grown people do whatever they're gonna do, and we want you to stop helping them in all shape or form, or we will get physical with all of you. So instead of having that with the agency, the people who can summon, you know, our main girl's little brother at a snap of a finger, or somebody that they haven't even shown off yet, it was kind of clear that they haven't started flexing as hard yet back then, or they already had flexed and they just knew what could occur. So overall, I don't really see this show getting a second season, depending on if they really want to bring in the the other side of the multiverse and stuff like that. Because the main bad guy is literally a villain from uh, a separate universe, and as we know, the dad is from that universe and the mom is from a separate one. And with them making our main character, it puts her in a weird spot of what the heck universe do I belong to, or am I my own like universe now? So is there other people that's happened to? Is there people that have been tampering with the universe? You know what I mean? So there's a huge, huge outlet of what I could just imagine they can do, and to think that that actually happens, I doubt it, depending on how this all comes to an end. They might close all research down of crossing over like this, but maybe someone from the other side doesn't see it that way and still crosses over yet again and tries all over. I don't know. But that's what the show's last couple episodes are to show, because either we're going to get an end, probably like a book written end of this, or we're going to either get a tease that could be a season 2 or something along those lines. So tell me what you would want if you are keeping up with it, or if you're just watching because you're one of the anime people. I truly appreciate you, and I definitely will be talking to you guys tomorrow. Uh, I'm not sure actually when I'll get it out because I have some people coming over to check on the house, but as soon as that is done and data with, I will be back dropping daily. So with that being said, have an awesome one, and I will definitely talk to you tomorrow. So peace. Oh, and by the way, I'm using a Terra weapon on a Terra monster only because of the weekly was out at this time, and it's a Terra weapon and using axes, so don't judge me. I still did great. Okay, thank you.